Hi there. Do you know the real reason why species become extinct? A very good example of this can be found in Sri Lankan jungles that I recently came back from. In 1867, colonizers brought the first tea plant to Sri Lanka. At that moment, no one in wildest dream could have thought that such a beneficial plant would become a mass murderer. Plantations have replaced tropical forest. In just 150 years, 97% of primary rainforests have been cut down. However, what interests us are the effects on life of those 3% remaining. So, different organisms have diversely adapted for new changes. Monkeys, elephants, and other migratory groups have simply moved from one fragment of the forest to another one. Birds have flown away. And what about amphibians, the subject of my research? These are non-migratory animals. They are mostly associated with small microhabitats. For example, one type of leaf on a plant may be the habitat for one species. They communicate between each other through metapopulations, which are a series of small populations called damas that are connected. It is understood that the probability of extinction of this small local group is real and relatively common in nature, but usually they are renewed by other immigrants from other populations. But what happens when these immigrants simply do not exist due to the physical barrier that cut the habitat, which is tea in this case? The gene flow stops. After a while, this leads to a genetic drift. This is a process where a frequency of groups of genes change through generations. In other words, frank incest takes place in a population that counts no more than 50 individuals. Also, this leads to a number of negative consequences. For example, these frogs are, I would say, the easy prey for predators because they're all universal color. They're sensitive to UV light and subject of various infection. Actually, nature ruthlessly eliminates them. Already 19 species extinct forever, and 47 is endangered. And now you're surely wondering what will happen to them, even though frogs can never be your cup of tea, especially, I guess, those from Sri Lanka. But science has a solution. It's called ex situ, which involves careful and accurate collection of best specimens that are grown in artificial simulated conditions, which are then returned to the habitat that is sustainable. And actually, this brings new gene flow into small populations. So, as you are all responsible global citizens, I'm sure you want to do something. The answer is breeding center in Sri Lanka in perfect natural condition. Help us make this happen. Thank you.
Oh.